Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our October mid-monthly readings, looking at the rest of October 2021. And as always, keep an open mind. These are general. Take what resonates as it resonates with you and leave the rest. And be sure to watch all your signs. And if you're interested in a personal reading, all the information is below, and now would be a great time to get one actually, because I'm all caught up on personal readings. And this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. I'm clarifying with Tarot del Toro. And I'm pulling two oracle cards, one from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, and one from Le Vampire Oracle. Okay, so let's get into it. What's going on for Capricorn for the rest of October 2021? Capricorn for the rest of October 2021. There we go. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I invest? Do I not invest? Six of Pentacles, yeah. Ten of Cups in the past. You're looking at resurrecting the past. Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like, yeah, Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, for some of you, Capricorn, you're thinking about, do I go back to the past? Okay. I feel like you've been closed off. You've been single. Let's continue with that scenario first. You've been single, Nine of Pentacles, closed off to love, Four of Pentacles, focused on your money, right? This was in your past. The Ten of Cups was in your past. You walked away from this. It ended. It got, you were hurt. Maybe the issue was around reciprocity, or the issue was around things being mutual, or everyone pulling their weight. Maybe you felt like you were given more than you were getting. So yeah, you closed yourself off, walked away, but you still keep looking at the past. The challenge, the Two of Pentacles, you're now starting to think, should I try to resurrect the past? It's keeping you up at night, the Nine of Swords, because you don't want things to end up in the same way they did before. And also because I feel like you work well together. You might be working with this person, or you're still friends with them, or you're still in each other's lives somehow, and you work well together as it is, and you're afraid that by bringing the emotional element back into it, the romantic element back into it, you might upset the balance. And with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you're trying to not make a decision because you're afraid of making the wrong decision. Okay, so that's one clear-cut scenario that I'm seeing. For others of you, yeah, Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. There was an ending when it comes to a long-term commitment. And you walked your own path. You've been on your own. You've been focusing on yourself. I feel like either you're thinking about this on your own, or someone is reaching out from the past they left behind to ask for forgiveness or to try to make amends. This could all be vice versa. Take it as it makes sense. And there's a lot of anxiety over will they, won't they, should I, shouldn't I. I do see this energy of someone coming back into the fold. Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so putting your personal journey or your personal projects or whatever on hold temporarily to go back into the fold to help family out, or to go back into the fold as in temporarily take on, you've been doing your own business, say, you're going back to the fold. That means you're temporarily just not focusing on your personal business, and you're looking at taking on a short contract where you're working for someone else or you're a part of a team, okay? Or it's still through your business, but you're collaborating with someone temporarily. And it could be someone that you've worked with before, or it could be this type of situation you've been in before, this type of dynamic you've been in before. And yes, it's always, when it's just you, you know what to expect, you know yourself, you know you're going to do the work, etc. When it's other people involved, there's an element of you kind of have to go on faith and hope that everyone's going to fulfill their part and they're going to pull their weight. And sometimes it's a struggle, sometimes it doesn't go well, sometimes relationships are tested as a result of that. But you're going to have to figure out what's best for you, Capricorn, okay? For those of you, if you're involved in some sort of negotiation to do with selling or buying a house or property, I feel like there's been negotiation back and forth. You may have lost one opportunity in the past because someone asked for more and you weren't willing to give it, and now you're finding yourself in a similar situation, or that person's reaching out to you saying, are you still interested, let's talk, or you're in a similar situation with a different property and you can see a bidding war starting to happen, and the anxiety is, how far do we go, how much do we offer, in these negotiations. I do see moving happening, 3 weeks to 3 months. But I do see something being, it's like it's at a cost, okay? You either have a fight with someone because of this, or something there, right? Because with the Eight of Swords, there's a focus on, I don't care if you disagree, I don't care how this affects you, I have to do this for me. And there's a lack of communication between you and whoever this is. This could also, be happening with a friend or a coworker that you get on great with, and there's an opportunity for promotion, and you're afraid that if you go for it, it will affect your relationship, but in the end, you're stressing, but in the end, you're saying, you know what, I have to do what's best for me. I deserve this. Or something's offered to you and not the other person, and that strains your relationship, you know what I mean? And it looks like in the end, you're going to go for this opportunity to grow, to develop, to collaborate, and if it results in you stop speaking to someone, or them to you, I feel like you're coming to a point where you're okay with that. A bit of a mixed bag here. Okay, what's going on for Capricorn for the rest of October? Please clarify Capricorn energy for the rest of October. What's the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of swift change that happened. For some, you have to choose between focusing on your business or focusing on your career and making money versus your emotional relationships. And you feel guilty about it, or they're making you feel guilty about it. Two of Pentacles as the challenge. Yeah, the Knight of Discs or the Knight of Pentacles. There's also a difference in speed here. Someone wants to move things very quickly, and you're stressing and struggling because you're like, I need some time to figure it out. I need some time to come up with a plan. And they're like, no, go, go, go. You have to go, you have to go. Make it fast, make it fast. Or vice versa, right? Where you're ready to go, you're ready to move, you're ready to go on this trip or whatever it is, but things are moving very slowly because of other people involved. Six of Pentacles in the foundation, the King of Discs. For some of you, delays have been caused by money lenders, banks, whoever was supposed to come up with a loan, to give you a loan, or the mortgage or whatever. That's what has caused delays and further of you. Like I say, this is where you're being eyed for a promotion, more money, more responsibility, and as a result, it will take you away from your family more often and for longer periods of time. Maybe it's something where you have to be on the road a lot with 2 nights there, and it's an amazing opportunity, but like I say, it will take you away from your loved ones, and that's the decision you're struggling with. The 10 of Cups in the past, the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to move. For some of you, you're trying to go back to something because you're still holding on to it. It's in your past and it's in your present still, or it's coming back into your present. For others of you, you're trying to move forward with one thing and trying to carry others with you, or trying to carry your family with you, or it's like you're trying to create change, but you're also trying to bring everything that you already know in your past with you, right? And it doesn't work that way. Some sacrifices are going to have to be made. The 9 of Swords crowning you, and I feel like you're aware of that. Yeah, the Death card. You're aware some things are going to end, have to end. You're going to have to let go of some things or some people. Or you're afraid of the end. You're afraid of the ending. It's a big deal. It's a big decision. Because, yes, it involves a brand new stage in your life. But at the same time, of course, some things need to end. And you're struggling with that process. I want the new beginning, but I don't want the endings. But they go together. Does that make sense? And then in the outcome, the 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. The Magician. Here's your new beginning. Ace of Swords. You already know. And the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Pentacles in the outcome. The 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck now. So, yeah, it's a new beginning that you have manifested for yourself, that you have earned, okay? Your own path, your own business. And not everyone gets to go. Not everyone can come with you. You know this. You're just trying to almost like make peace with it, come to terms with it, so that you can move forward with a lighter heart, as it were. Okay? So, a few different scenarios. If we're looking at love life, I see a relationship that you viewed as your happily ever after has ended in the past. However, there has been a change of mind, whether that's you or someone else, because someone is now ready to give, because now someone is ready to open up, they're ready to trust, they're ready to do their part. Okay, someone has had to grow up. It might be you with the King of Discs there, or the other person. Take it as it makes sense. You feel the impulse to talk about it. You're afraid of being rejected and of upsetting the status quo if you do try again and it doesn't work out. I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a conversation with the Magician and the Ace of Wands, because this is, where you put it all on the table. This is what I want. What do you want? These are my expectations. What are your expectations? What do you think? With the 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the other person, they might say, no, I don't want to upset what we have. Or they might say, I need some time to think about it. Or they might say, I need some more time to heal from what happened before I can try again. Does that make sense? But this could also be conversations about agreeing on what is expected of each other. Like committing to doing this, not doing that, doing more of this, less of that. It's a lot of conversations happening here. And that's your advice as well. Because for some of you, I feel like all of this is going on in your head and in your heart, and you're not going to talk about it with the Eight of Swords there. You're going to keep it to yourself for fear of rejection, or for fear of how it's going to change things between the two of you, or whatever. And your advice is talk about it. You're not going to know until you talk about it. This is going on with work. Yes, I do see promotion. I see new job potentially, and that's going to take you away from your familiar circumstances and the people you've been working with for forever. If you've been working with family, and this new opportunity takes you on your own path for your own business. And the message is, you can't take everyone with you. You have to do what's best for you. Everyone else can take care of themselves, at least for a time, right? And I am seeing you traveling, or even relocating temporarily or permanently for this new opportunity. And it's a very successful one. It's a very lucrative one for you with the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician. The Ace of Swords, and the Magician. And if this is going on within a current situation, I feel like there's a big change. Whether you're changing jobs and leaving, or changing jobs, that means you're going up, right? Up the ladder. And people are going to have a problem with that, because people who have been your coworkers are not going to have to answer to you. Not everyone's happy with that. That upsets the dynamic between you. But is that enough for you to say no to such an amazing opportunity that you have earned? Not upsetting people? Which, they're not really your friends to begin with if they're going to be angry that you're successful. Does that make sense? If they're that selfish that they're only thinking about how your success affects them, makes them look, you know what I mean? And for those of you, there is this energy of temporarily going back to being part of a team, being part of a group, working with others, collaborating with others, as opposed to doing things on your own or your own way. But I feel like that's what is going to turn the situation around for you. If you've been very burdened because you've been trying to do everything yourself or your own way, for fear of upsetting other people, for fear of asking for help, I feel like that's going to be the turning point for you. Communicating, asking for help, or accepting help, joining up with people, it won't take away from you or your business or your reputation. It will only add to it. Does that make sense? So whether this is, teaming up with someone, putting your names together, and then you're afraid that, people are going to associate you with that person forever, that's not going to be the case. It will only add to you and your business and what you're doing. I see progress in terms of selling a house, buying a house, relocation. It has been start and stop. The delays have been caused by other people or money, making the financial arrangements. A bit of a bidding war situation potentially. You're thinking, should we just walk away, cut our losses? And again, the message is ask for help, ask for support. There is someone there willing to give you a helping hand. Whether it's family helping you out or someone putting you in touch with the right people. But yeah, you can move forward. You can get the property. You can be successful, whatever this is. For some of you, it will mean teaming up with someone. And for others of you, that I feel like family or friends, or they keep trying to come with you. They keep trying to partake in your success. They don't do nothing to, they don't actually work for it. They're just like, oh, Capricorn's doing amazing. Capricorn, we're your family. You're supposed to help us out. Capricorn, we're your friends. You're supposed to help us out. Give us money. Give us a place to stay. Be responsible for this and that and the other. Because you're doing well. Right? In that case, that's what's holding you back, Capricorn. You have to cut the cord. And make sure it stays cut. Okay? It's time to pick up your toys and just focus on yourself. That's your way forward. With whatever it is that you've been stuck in. It's because you're giving to too many people. It's because you're spreading yourself too thin. It's because you're allowing people to put their burdens on you. And that's weighing you down and keeping you stuck in aspects of your life. With your health, I'm getting, with your business, you're like, I don't know why I can't push my business forward. Well, that's why, because all your energy is spent somewhere else, or your money is also spent somewhere else. Okay, because you're thinking of everyone else and not enough of yourself and your business. That's why. Why is my love life stuck? Well, because you don't have time for it, right? You're always thinking about everyone else. You don't have time for a love life. You're not making time for a love life. You know what I mean? And for some of you who are stuck in a commitment that is one-sided, and it's been one-sided for a long time, and there's conflict and conflict and conflict, and someone dragging their feet and they're just not pulling their weight, and you're thinking about ending it and walking away, the message is be true to yourself and cut ties. And I'm seeing someone walking away, moving out, becoming single, blocking this person out. Because it's not going anywhere. They're not pulling their weight. You've given them chance after chance after chance. And it's just time to cut ties. Okay? So let's see. Oracle advice for Capricorn for the rest of October. Oracle advice for... Okay. Flew out. And it got stuck in my chair. Oracle advice for Capricorn. Okay. It's like, just ask Capricorn, we'll tell you. Compassion, empathy, simpatico, and kindness. This is, for some, this is you. You've been supporting everyone else, and that's why you're stuck, and it's time to stop. Okay, 14 adds up to a 5. It's time to make a change there. For others of you, this is where you have to ask for support, or you have to accept support because there is someone there willing to give you a helping hand. Okay, and they do have your best interest at heart. And for some of the messages, don't let people take advantage of your kindness. I don't care who they are. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. So yeah, this is where give yourself a break. You have to give yourself a break. This is also telling you to return to yourself. Put yourself first, your needs, your rest, your priorities, your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being. And you have the 8 of Swords with the 4 of Swords telling you it's time to take a break from everything and everyone and come back to you, okay? Spend time in meditation, spend time in solitude to recharge your batteries, but also to refocus on what is truly important, okay? And whose burdens are you carrying, figuring that out, and then coming to peace, coming to terms with saying, no, this is yours, you take it back. I've helped you enough. I've carried this for you enough. You take it back. You got yourself in this mess. You keep getting yourself in this mess. I'm not going to keep bailing you out. You take it back. It's on you. Okay? And restore, me bumping everything, restore peace in your own life. Okay? So I'll leave it there. Let me know how it makes sense to you. If it does, if you're dealing with these types of situations, I hope the reading helps you. I'm looking forward to your thoughts, okay? Make the most of the month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.